Kerry, so what made you approach Property Principles?
When I started, I was looking to fly interstate and I didn't have that expertise. So I guess I'm Sydney based.
Yeah.
And I'd engaged quite a few buyers agents at the time and had initial chats. But I think I basically I got to see Joe at a property event. And then I spoke to him briefly and then sort of started that initial calling stage with him. And then after, I guess, the initial calls with him, I'd already had a few calls with other buyers agents. And I thought, I guess his value add and his care for the customers and the long-term strategy he built into the investment decisions was what made me decide I'll go with Joe. And I think it was a very easy decision.
Yeah.
I always say I spent longer looking for the right BA than the property after I chose to go with him.
Yeah.
So after that, it's a very quick journey.
And did you feel supported throughout the whole process?
Yeah, it was actually very seamless. As I said, once I had decided to proceed with Property Principles, probably spent 3 months finding the right BA, and then from there it probably took 3 or 4 weeks
To find your first investment?
to sign. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They did very well and signed I was getting a bit nervous because it was close to Christmas, but we ultimately, I think, signed sometime in late November at the time,
Yeah.
a couple of years ago now. And I settled mid-January, but I was away for a month. And Joe, even with the lawyers, the legal team, the ongoing management as well with the real estate management firm, I think everything's been seamless, even in the building and pest. So for me, it's once I signed, I had the legal team, building and pest, and then ongoing, I have an amazing real estate manager who I find just makes, because I'm Sydney based, so I bought in Perth.
Yeah.
And it's made owning it really seamless, I guess, because it doesn't really interrupt my day-to-day life. And that agent just makes it very easy. And Joe made all those introductions. So I think overall very seamless. He vets a lot of the, and works with a lot of those people a lot before. So I think all his recommendations are people who've done it for ages and been successful and done a great job for their clients.
Great.
So yeah, I've found it awesome and have recommended a lot of friends who've also had a similar sort of experience with Joe.
Do you recommend a buyer's agency to future investors?
I'd say for most people, for sure, unless, I guess I have a day-to-day job, a Monday to Friday weekday job. I'm actually kind of I'm in the lending space in a bank. So I'd say I get to see property and investment quite a bit for my clients. But even then, I thought, I don't really have the time I know I want to buy Interstate at the time in Perth, but I didn't have the time and energy to spend to actually look at it at night and on the weekends. So I guess for myself, the all-up cost of it was very, I'd do it again, and I would do it again with
great.
Property Principles.